Hello, you're watching Vnews Bulletin. I'm Bunga from Now Headlines as usual. Work starts on 12 components of North-South Expressway. Vietnam rising to new position with new footing and new design. Let's begin our bulletin with the latest news. First of all, report on activity by Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính attended a groundbreaking ceremony for 12 components of the second phase of the North-South Expressway project in the Central Province of Quảng Ngãi on January the 1st. The 12 component projects cover a total length of 723.7 kilometers. The total investment is initially estimated at over $6.2 billion. To complete the expressway construction from the northern border province of Lạng Sơn to the southernmost province of Cà Mau by 2025, Prime Minister Chính asked the Ministry of Transport to direct all stakeholders to ensure the safety and quality of work with the highest sense of responsibility. He urged relevant ministries and agencies of 32 provinces to work closely with the Transport Ministry to tackle arising difficulties and complete the project on schedule. Vietnam has become a reliable friend and partner as well as a responsible member of the international community over the years. Its immense fortune has created a solid foundation to achieve its goal of rapid and sustainable development in the future.
Vietnam's economic development is very good. Over the past 2 to 3 years, with the world heavily affected by COVID-19, the party and the government of Vietnam effectively combined pandemic prevention with socio-economic development and seen great success. Its economy has fully integrated with the world, with great openness and vitality. Vietnam's economic development this year has been internationally recognized, with growth outpacing the rest of Southeast Asia. This was thanks to the country's successful policy on dealing with COVID-19 from the very beginning. This was the foundation for its relatively rapid economic recovery.
Rosy results in the corruption fight have been a highlight of the country's socio-economic achievements in 2022. Vietnam's anti-graft campaign has gained international media coverage. In its article, "In Vietnam the anti-corruption fight is in full swing," France's Le Monde highlighted that The fight against lies and corruption in the Vietnamese justice system has accelerated, and now spares neither the big bosses of the private sector nor the high officials of the Communist Party. Bloomberg also placed emphasis on the party's determination to fight corruption, which is made in a spirit of no restricted zones, full coverage, and zero tolerance. Praising Vietnam's anti-corruption fight, The Times of India said, Party General Secretary Wen Phu Trong is well aware that the anti-corruption drive has to be a continuing process, an essential element for anticipating the challenges in the coming period. Ending the article, the Indian newspaper wrote that the Vietnamese example provides a valuable lesson that can be followed by other nations, as corruption is endemic globally. Vietnam's anti-graft crackdown has been expanded to the private sector, with corruption cases such as Vietr, FLC Group, Tan Ho Minh, among others.
Vietnam has been strict in the fight against corruption and is on the right track. I support the Vietnamese government's efforts to reform the legal framework to prevent and combat corruption.
The country has proven itself to be a great example to the world in this fight, with important voices from the Communist Party of Vietnam, and correct state policies.
Vietnam's socio-economic achievements, coupled with its sound global integration, have created the resources necessary for the country to better ensure the fundamental rights of its citizens. In its orientations for national development in the 2021 to 2030 period, the Communist Party of Vietnam affirmed that Vietnam continues to pursue a foreign policy of independence, self-reliance, diversification, and multilateralization of external relations, proactively integrating into the world, maintaining peace and stability, and promoting Vietnam's position and prestige in the international arena. To date, Vietnam has established diplomatic relations with 189 of 193 countries, and economic and trade ties with over 230 countries and territories. In recent years, it has been an active and responsible member at regional and international forums and organizations, as it holds important positions such as ASEAN Chair, and non-permanent member of the UNSC, and has joined the UN's peacekeeping force. Vietnam's recent election to the United Nations Human Rights Council for the 2023 to 2025 tenure is testament to the international community's recognition of the tireless efforts Vietnam has made in fulfilling its international human rights commitments.
Vietnam has shown that with strong policy dedicated towards economic development, you can ensure and support people's economic, cultural and social rights. And I really hope Vietnam will bring that experience to the Human Rights Council.
It's a successful second election, not the first one. So it's even more pronounced, the success of Vietnam. And this will strengthen Vietnamese human rights record. Advancing the protection and promotion of human rights.
The remarkable achievements Vietnam has reaped after more than 35 years of Dole May have resulted in sweeping changes in its intrinsic strength and
With climate change and environmental pollution challenging all of humankind, the search for technological solutions and green business models is becoming a pressing issue for many countries, including Vietnam. Though green startups are quite new in the country, many consumers are spending larger sums on green products. More in the following.
This is a Vietnamese bamboo bicycle with a frame made from bamboo grown in Thanh Hóa province. A regular bamboo tree costs about $1.2, but this bamboo bike sells for more than $2,400. Bamboo is quite cheap when sold as a raw material, but a bamboo bicycle can sell as an innovative product and fetch a price of more than 100-fold the cost.
If we know how to use the strength of bamboo and apply new technologies to products, we could enhance the value bamboo brings.
The electric motorbikes are the product of a Vietnamese startup. The price is between a half and third cheaper than a petrol-powered motorbike. This one can also carry more cargo and is much more economical than a petrol counterpart. There are also savings of up to 50% on maintenance costs and 25% on fuel costs.
We will develop new generation petrol stations and build battery exchange stations that are similar to vending machines. People can change their battery when their vehicle runs out of energy, at a cheaper overall cost than petrol.
Feasibility and environmentally friendly, green startups have attracted millions of US dollars from investors in fields such as new materials, apparel, agriculture, and manufacturing. According to figures from Nelson on Vietnamese consumers in 2020, many analysts believe that changing consumption habits are both an opportunity and a challenge for startups in the production of green, environmentally friendly products.
Authorities and citizens in the northern province of Ninh Bình have worked hard to uphold and develop the Chiang An Landscape Complex, which is the first in Vietnam to receive UNESCO recognition as a mixed site on the World Heritage List. Ninh Bình authorities have devised various strategies to conserve geographical and cultural values of the site, develop tourism services, and promote its image among visitors from home and abroad. The efforts have created more jobs and improved local people's lives.
Since the Chiang An Landscape Complex was recognized as a World Heritage Site, we have welcomed more visitors from all places, and our incomes have improved.
We are aware of our responsibility for protecting the heritage site and its habitat, so we conduct daily patrols.
The recognition and honor from UNESCO has given a facelift to Ninh Bing's tourism sector, and the province's economic structure has been shifting towards services. As Chiang An is home to 44,000 people, heritage conservation combined with tourism development have presented major challenges for local authorities.
We are consulting provincial leaders on the building of a plan on conservation and tourism development at Chiang An, which will consider people at the center in order to protect the heritage and ensure local people's livelihoods.
Ninh Binh has welcomed nearly 1.8 million tourists since the start of the year, including 18,000 foreigners. Upholding the values of the Chiang An Landscape Complex is hoped to turn tourism into a spearhead economic sector and contribute to the province's socio-economic development.